everybody. Welcome to Rock Around the Ring. I am Kid Cadet, joined always by the beautiful and fantabulous Miss Sweet D, Danica Jenelle. How you doing, girl?
Very interestingly today, I'm coming to you live from the inside of a car in Lander, Wyoming.
Awesome. Okay, we're, I guess, having a road kind of show, and Danica's fiance just showed up. So, hi, Nick. How are you? All right. Well, Danica, why don't you introduce our very first guest?
All right. So today we've got two very special guests, and you've seen him before if you've been following our show, but it is the wonderful, talented, delightful, always enjoyable Matt Noveskey.
What's up, Matt?
What's up? Hey guys, how are you?
We're good. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Thank
It's so
you for
weird.
being back.
So weird. I'm in Leander, Wyoming right now. I had no idea that you were right down the road from me.
Actually, you can come hang out in Danica's car.
I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm home.
So this is your fourth time, I think, being on our show. So the next time we have to get you one of those like special like robes or jackets to commemorate your fifth appearance.
Oh yeah, like the SNL jacket, like the Five Timers Club.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm in. I'll be the Steve Martin of your show. I love it.
Awesome. We have people commenting that you are wearing their favorite hat. So you're getting kudos for your headwear, Matt.
Oh, cool. Thanks. It's my favorite hat too.
All right, guys. So before we get this party fully started, we have to bring out our next guest. He is a first-timer to our show. He is the wonderful Jeremy Furstenfeld.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Matt. That's my favorite hat as well, Matt.
You can't have it, man.
It won't fit.
I know. I really have a really big head.
It's got a huge noggin.
Oh, got a huge head. It's a virtual planetoid.
You should see the size of his pillow.
And I have a very tiny head, huge brain, but very small head. I've been having to
Hey.
little kids' masks during this time. So I was like, I get a choice between like Batman and Spider-Man. Not the
That's
generic,
great.
like I get the cool stuff. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us here. This is really awesome. And Jeremy, welcome to the stream.
Thanks for having me. It's great. Nice to be here.
So I guess we kind of just wanted to start by, we of course have to plug this Saturday. Everyone is super excited for your first performance as a band, and it's very, very exciting. So, oh yeah, look, we even have a graphic.
Look at that. Look at Matt. Look how sexy he looks right there in the middle. Just looking all good.
Yeah, definitely out of place for sure.
So good. So good.
So when was the last time that you guys actually got to play a show together in person before quarantine happened? Do you remember the last show?
It's Mardi Gras, right?
Was it? Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I forgot about that one.
As far as a proper show, it was Mardi Gras, and then we did a bunch of rehearsals. Whoa, we're moving. Sorry,
we have all the effects.
And then we did a bunch of rehearsals, and we were like really gelling and rocking, and then we went to play our first show, and that was it. Then we went home.
Get back on the bus, guys. We're going home.
That was it. So this is the first time in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't seen Matt. We've texted a few times, but I haven't even seen. You look so beautiful, Matt.
You too, man.
I haven't seen his face, and he doesn't age. Just look at him.
Backwards.
Wait, I'm touching the wrong way.
Oh yeah, it's over here. Wait, there we go.
I like that. Before we started the stream, that you guys were complimenting each other on the facial hair and then how long Matt's hair has grown out.
Yeah,
I don't know if this is complimentary worth or not. It's just a quarantine-ism.
I'm into it.
Well, thanks.
I like it.
So what can you guys
play for blood, remember?
Yeah.
What can you guys tell us about this venue that you're playing at this weekend?
Go ahead, Matt.
Well, it's really badass, honestly. In fact, I was just talking to my friend, my other friend, Matt. I was just talking to him about it because he's actually never been there. It's a really, really cool facility. But the thing about this is that, like, I feel like if we're going to if we're going to do something live, like full band, if we're going to do something with all of us, you know, have not played a show in a long time and not have been together, we don't want to half-ass it, and we don't want to do something like, hey, here we are, you know, from the lobby of my buddy's apartment. You know, it's like we want to do something cool, and so we want it to look pro and sound pro. And this
So
place,
we picked my living room.
So we picked Jeremy's living room, which is actually, hey man, we've done some good work in your living room. Actually, we've done some good work in there. Oh, that was the old living room. That's right. But man, it's Fisher Studios. That place is awesome. It's like it's basically a giant compound with a bunch of just incredible gear, and it's kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, they have this huge sound stage there. It's in the middle of nowhere. You get to this big rock wall, and behind it is this beautiful complex of giant sound stage, and then a couple of, like, there's an analog studio that has Elvis's old Neve in it, and it has a digital studio with, I believe, an SSL. But it just has everything. And where we're doing it, I think it's where we did the Daylight video.
Oh, wow.
And it's just amazing. It's beautiful, and the people are fantastic there. And they're top notch all the way, and that's how we roll.
Yeah.
Awesome. So is there a particular song that you guys are most looking forward to playing this weekend, or maybe a song that you haven't played together live before? Maybe some stuff off the new album, or what can we be expecting?
Maybe Oh My My.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We played that one. We played that one like 4 times together in rehearsals for the tour that was canceled.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited about playing that. That's really cool.
Yeah,
I just nailed it. I just nailed it.
Man, I thought it was sounding awesome in rehearsals too. Like,
yeah, but the kick drum part is crazy. It changes the whole way through.
Yeah.
So it's more of a memory thing where, like, anyway, it took me forever to get it. I'm excited because I nailed it, and I'm nailing it constantly now. So
there you go.
Getting ready.
Anything I get to play with Matt is just
oh, so sweet. I'm with him though. I agree. Like that's the one I'm excited about playing for sure. I mean, I'm excited about the whole set, but that's like the one song. It's like he said, it was such a tease because it's like, you know, here we go. It's our single. It's our new song, and then no, go home. You know, so we finally get to do it. I'm really pumped about it.
It's kind of like Hate Me, right, Matt? Where it started hitting the charts, and then it was like, you've got to go home, because when Hate Me hit, Justin broke his leg on tour while we were out supporting it. So we had to go home, and we sat at home and watched it like slowly climb the charts.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing right now with Oh My My, which is exciting as hell, but we'd love to be out there supporting the song and meeting all the fans and all that. But
that's funny that you say that. It's so reminiscent of that to me,
it's
man.
Exactly
like I remember sitting in my apartment during that time watching the video on VH1 and just being like, man,
well, look,
sure would be great to be out there, you know.
Oh man, when VH1 played music, the good old days.
Yeah, that's right. Is there still a VH1?
Yeah,
yes.
That's how I watch RuPaul's Drag Race. Yeah.
Oh, right. That's great.
Okay.
So you mentioned the fans before, so we're curious, what would you guys say sets Blue October fans apart from, say, other fan groups?
Oof.
Jared, I don't know any other fan groups, so I don't know. They feel like a family. I mean, we've been around for a little while, and we've seen some of the same faces for, I'm not going to say how many years, but many years. And they keep coming back, and we see new faces. And then somehow the new faces and the old faces, if you follow people on social media, you see them talking to each other and like having each other's back. And then if we say something, they'll have our back, or, you know, it's a very supportive group, and everybody supports each other within the family. Of course, there's some drama every now and then. That's just how people are, which is exciting sometimes. Like a little Blue October soap opera. But
what? Okay, wait.
You know,
what was the Blue October? What would the Blue October soap opera be called?
Oh man.
I stumped myself. I'm like,
ooh,
Octopopera, Blue Octopopera.
Okay.
People have got. I bet somebody on here has got some good ideas. I'm looking at the chat right now.
I can't see it. How do you look at the chat?
Go to. I learned this on my third time, by the way.
Comments.
Go to comments. Click on comments. Yeah.
Oh, there they are.
Okay. There's a large deer walking past me right now, and it's very strange.
You are in Wyoming.
I'm in a parking lot. They should go home.
That's funny.
But
wrapped up in blue. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh,
there you
somebody
go.
old school. Matt said blue meanies. That is old school right there.
Yeah, that is old school.
Yeah, I like that one.
That's great.
I was going to say, I think the thing that sets Blue October fans apart from a lot of other fan groups is like the community and the way that, like, kind of what you were mentioning, Jeremy, is the way that they like connect to each other online. And personally, like, I haven't seen any drama. Like, I'm sure, you know, it goes down, but it just seems like everybody is so supportive and they want to meet up at the shows, you know? And so like you might go to a show by yourself and then you leave with like a whole new friend group or a whole new family.
Exactly. We're staying at someone else's house with a bunch of other people. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I haven't, have we done that? I haven't done that. But yeah, I mean, I see these people come together and they meet up before the shows and they're all hanging out in the parking lots and like barbecuing, and everybody brings a different food and they're all have a buffet now, which, I mean, not now, it might be different now, but a buffet with a shield in the parking lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw one just a second ago, As Blue Turns.
I like that one. I saw that too. That might be my favorite.
The Blue Family Saga. That's
yeah.
Y'all are smart.
Good.
Yeah.
So what do you guys miss most about being on the road? Like, not necessarily in regards to playing the live shows, but just being on the road in general.
Oof.
Go ahead, Matt.
You know, I think one thing that I've really realized is all the little things I took for granted about being on the road, honestly. You know, like all the times that I said, no, I'm not going to go to breakfast today. You know, I'm just going to sit around and do nothing. I'm just drink coffee for 2 hours.
Sit around, eat RX bars.
Eat RX bars and drink coffee by myself at the back of the bus. Yeah, but I think I think all those little things you start to realize when it's taken away and you can't do it, and it's like, man, you know, I really missed those things. I really missed all those little moments, and just getting to hang out with everybody. Honestly, like I as a band, we're not just a band. We're not just like friends. We're really a family. So it really very much is like not being with your brothers, you know, or your brother and sisters. It's you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like being with your siblings. So for us, I feel like it's very much like, it's not just like, hey, you're not going to go to work for a while. You're not going to be with your family for a while, you know? So I just miss hanging out with everybody. Honestly, I miss just being around my bros. Honestly.
Yeah. Oh, I totally agree. It's a whole different world, you know, like those are my people out there. Those are my friends. Those are my brothers, like Matt said. And I mean, I have a few friends close to me at home, really like 2.
Yeah.
But my boys are on the road with me, and we all live in a bus and sleep stacked on top of each other like a tuna can. And you know, I'm at the end of a tour, you're tired of that, you know, but I really miss it.
Yeah.
It's just something, I don't know what else to do. You know, I go to a shed every day and play along drums to all the other guys on the record. And, you know, I just wish I could play music with somebody else.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we do, right, Matt? I mean, we live to play music and make a feeling. And,
yeah, exactly.
We're trying to make those feelings alone right now, which is why I'm so excited to play with the boys on Saturday.
Yeah, I you know, in a very like it's an admission and it's a little selfish, but not that I'm not excited about playing for everybody that is going to be participating and coming to watch it. I think that's really cool. But for me, I'm really excited about just being in a room with the other dudes and playing together. You know, that to me is what I'm looking forward to. So,
that's awesome.
you know. Except for Ryan. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I love Ryan.
It's so funny, Matt, that you mentioned on the last stream when you were talking about the Into the Ocean video, and I went back and watched, and Ryan was just I forget the name of the instrument, but I remember it was
the air hoop.
The air hoop.
Yeah.
And I forget who mentioned it, but I think he might have said that they didn't know that he was like part of the band because he was off with the string section.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So now that I go back and watch the video, I'm like, oh, there's Ryan. Like we try to do like the spot for Ryan. Like, oh, there he is.
Oh, that's great. That's too funny.
Yes.
We like to pick on him.
Well, continuing on the subject of tours, what would you guys say has been do you have a favorite tour that you've done? Or can you give us any ideas of your favorite maybe places to eat or landmarks or historical places you've seen?
God, there's so many great places. I mean, it's hard to, I mean, all these people here on these comments are going to get angry if I say one place that's not their place.
Yeah.
But anywhere really. I mean, there's always a special place we go to, and it's hard to. I haven't been on tour since November, really. Which there's another story I want to tell you about in just a second on that. But yeah, I mean, there's places. There's always places. Like, I don't know, Matt. What are some of the?
Like a restaurant that you love to go to, like a.
Oh, you know what? You know what I miss? I miss Maddie's Diner in North Carolina, man. I miss that.
It's been gone for years, though.
Yeah, but
remember that place?
It's been like 3 or 4 years. Yeah. Oh, that place
was a real train car. It was so good.
Yeah.
And there's another place. And where does Tim Beck live?
Peoria, Illinois.
In Peoria, there's this place that has these large plates of bacon.
Oh, what is it called? What is it called? It's right next to his shop. Or it's right by his shop.
Right by the shop. I don't know, but there's just these huge plates of candied bacon with fried Brussels sprouts underneath it. And it's like drizzled with honey.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really good.
Stop. It's so good. It's so good. But there's places like that all over the country that, you know, I miss going to those places. You know, I miss some of the venues we used to play. Like, I don't know. It's probably one of the smaller ones, but the Machine Shop in Michigan was. Yeah. It's just this cool little mom and pop joint, but man, it's just got so much character and coolness to it. You know, I miss the Rats under the Chicago House of Blues.
Yeah.
But like
where we have to park our bus. Oh yeah, we have to park down in this tunnel where they filmed one of the Batmans.
Oh yeah.
And there's like rats as big as your house cat. Like a nutria.
Is it like Ninja Turtles? Like Shredder?
No, they're rats.
Princess Bride, like the ROUSs in Princess Bride.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. They're huge.
Yes.
Yeah.
But just so much fun.
One tour that I for some reason the last time we were in Europe, there was something really special about that tour. Like that just, I don't know. I think the shows were really, really good. I feel like we were just really like crushing it. And the crowds were awesome that tour. And then we got to go to a couple places. We went to Prague and we went to Warsaw and we had never been there before. And that was like beautiful. It was so cool.
We even had days off there, right? Didn't we have a day off in Prague?
We had a day off in Prague. Yeah. So that was
amazing.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Jeremy, you said you had a story you wanted to tell us?
Oh yeah, we were talking about like when was the last tour that we were on and whatever, and we got these tattoos in Knoxville in November. Like the whole band. Did you get one, Matt?
I did, yeah.
You did. It says Bunk Life on it, and like everybody on the bus. It was the last day of the tour. Everybody on the bus got a Bunk Life tattoo, and the other day my daughter came up to me. And I had just woken up and she was like, Life Bunk. And I was like, yeah, that's funny. It's like, I haven't been on tour since I got that Bunk Life tattoo.
And now it's all faded.
Now it's like hanging down from my quarantine weight. And it's like, there's folds in it.
We all got them on the side. I think everybody did, right? You got them on the side.
The hallway.
Yeah, from what bunk you're in, where you're sleeping.
Oh.
Yeah, so like everybody in the bus pretty much got a little tiny bunk life tattoo on their I'd show you, but you know, like the rolls and the stuff I was talking about, it's not impressive.
Stop.
Danica's frozen.
Is she
I was
frozen?
talking.
Yeah.
At least it's a beautiful picture of her.
It's a great picture.
It is.
though,
It's a nice smile.
Yeah.
Good for her. Good
It's a beautiful smile.
I'd freeze like in something like mortifying.
Matt, I was talking to Wade the other day, our old light guy from that tour. And I was like, weren't you the only one that didn't get the bunk life tattoo? He was like, yeah, you motherfucker. He was like, there was a reason I didn't get it, and this is it.
That's hilarious. Who would have known that Wade was the one to have the foresight? That's great.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
It's Wade. It's good.
So I like this question from Joy. She wants to know, what is a favorite snack that you guys pack on the bus?
RX bars.
RX bars.
What is that like a, what is that? Just like a...
Tell them all about it, Matt.
RX bars are these all natural,
a healthy treat,
healthy snacks.
That's why I don't know it.
They're all natural. They're made from dates and nuts and all kinds of other stuff that does horrible stuff to your insides.
Evil. They're evil.
And if you eat 2 in a day, really, really disgusting, horrible, bad things happen, and you don't want to be in a
and that
tube.
person has to ride in the trailer.
Yes, you don't want to be in a long tube trapped with that person.
Okay.
I like but I like pistachios a lot. I love pistachios.
I like Cheetos.
Hi. Pretty damn good.
Danica?
She's back.
Can you hear us? She looks confused. Okay, it's okay. We'll keep on keeping on talking about RX bars and Cheetos. Yeah, she's frozen again. It's totally fine. All right, Danica, are you okay?
Hello.
Yay! There she is.
I'm now in a new part of Wyoming. Have you gone to Nikki Sixx's house yet?
Yeah.
Does he live in Wyoming?
He has he's Instagramming from there.
I just saw that actually. Yeah, I just saw that.
I love Nikki Sixx. He's a badass.
He's awesome.
That was like the one tour that was supposed to be here, I think, a week ago. Motley Crue was supposed to be here
stadium tour.
Yeah.
Wait, they burned their contract.
I thought that they were.
No, they burned that. You didn't see the video where they exploded the contract?
They were supposed to.
You know what it is, Matt. It's publicity. Let's write a contract, and then we'll come back later and blow it up.
I think now this is ringing a bell. Now I think it's coming back to me.
But they called it the stadium tour, and it's so funny because not long ago, Garth Brooks, a country artist on the opposite side of the spectrum from Motley Crue, had the stadium tour. Both called the same thing.
I love that.
Oh wow!
You know, true rockers.
See, I'm like a diehard Motley Crue fan, and this is so off the subject. But have you seen the video, Jeremy, of Vince Neil singing "Kickstart My Heart"? And it's a time. It is.
I'm sad to have seen that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I saw him back in the day, right after Tommy Lee got out of prison or whatever, for when he was with Pamela Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
And they were great. It was at the Austin Music Hall, Matt. It was like a 2,500.
Oh wow,
theater.
Wow.
They were fabulous. And then we played a few shows with them. Do you remember that, Matt?
Yep. I remember Rock on the Range.
Yes, that was one of them. And it was really cool. And but there was some stuff going on. There was some. I mean, they've been around each other for a long time. It was a good show.
Yeah. I think I remember Tommy throwing sticks at the monitor guy.
He was throwing sticks at the monitor guy, and like he missed the monitor guy by a mile, and I was standing way up top stage left, and it almost hit us. And luckily it bounced off the hanging side fill, or I would have like caught Tommy Lee's stick with my face.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
He was not happy.
Well, Danica, can you hear us?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Hello. Sorry, I got kicked a couple of times, so we'll see how this goes.
No worries. Okay, so Jeremy, I wanted to ask you about your vintage scooter collection. Is this a thing? Like, are you a vintage scooter enthusiast?
I am, and kind of was. I still have the scooters. I only have a couple, but I have a 61 Vespa, VSVBB, which is in perfect working order. It's fantastic. It's beautiful. I have 2 young daughters, though, a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. So I ride that about once every 6 months. I also have a 75 Rally 200 Vespa that is in pieces and has been in pieces since I started the side project, Harvard of the South.
Well,
and
okay.
yes, I love Vespas, everything about them. Beautiful Italian motor scooters. Sexy.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, since people are asking about both of your other projects, let's talk about it. Let's talk about Harvard of the South and let's talk about Icarus Bell. So, I mean,
yes.
Matt, first and foremost, you gave us the permission to use one of your Icarus Bell songs for our introduction for the show. And
I was thinking, was that it at the beginning that I was listening to?
Yes. How cool is that?
Yeah.
The bass tone is unmistakable.
That's what it's all about, man.
That's Matthew Noveskey's bass right there. I can hear it.
I think that's awesome. Yeah. Like why, I guess you get to a certain point where where certain bands need to be very careful about who's using what. And, especially right now, I've seen that there are a lot of, election rallies that are using songs without permission. I'm reading about that every day, which is interesting. Not going to get into that, but I feel like in general, if somebody like wants to use your music or wants to help you, by playing your music and that goes for film and television and commercials and whatnot too. Like that's awesome. Like I think that's incredible. I think always, having your music heard is a wonderful thing. So yeah, thank you for doing it. I love it.
Thank
sounded
you.
great, Matt.
Thank you.
That song is the bomb. I mean, like if I'm allowed to mention this, Matt did send me a couple of the other songs and they are all so good, Matt. Like that.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was hard to
pick
a
rock
song.
and roll. It's great.
It is,
rock and roll.
That's kind of what I really wanted to really just like pick up a lot of guitars, and like layer guitar upon guitar upon guitar and not really give a shit, because I feel like guitars are kind of coming back, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's a lot of bands that are really like, they kind of stepped away from using guitars that are sort of bringing it back now. And I miss it, man. I mean, I'm a 90s, I grew up on 90s rock and I miss that being in my life. So I'm really having fun writing riffs. The thing that I'm running into right now is now I'm getting into vocals and vocal melodies, and that's just hard. That shit is difficult.
Yeah, but I heard one, and I don't know the name of it, that you sang on, and I heard it at backstage when we were rehearsing for the canceled tour.
Yeah,
and it was amazing.
Thank you.
And you were singing it. I'm pointing in the wrong direction. You were singing it.
Thank you.
There he is.
See, that one's easy because that's all in my, like, I have like a range of like here. You know what I mean? I can't do what she can do. So that's easy. But then like some of the other stuff that's super heavy, I'm like, ooh, I don't sound good. Like that's not my wheelhouse at all. I can't sound tough. Like that's just not my voice, but it's fun though. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if the song's 8 minutes or 10 minutes or 3 minutes, as long as it's fun. Who gives a shit? And that's kind of the point. So just having a blast writing and being creative for sure.
That's good.
Awesome.
Glad you're doing that.
Yeah.
And Jeremy, what can you tell us about Harvard of the South? I feel like a lot of the music has been coming on my Spotify lately.
Oh, wow. People
Yeah.
must be playing it, and that's great. That's great. I can tell you there is no mean bunny involved.
The Donnie Darko bunny.
I love the Icarus Bell bunny
I love the bunny too.
logo. It's amazing.
Thank you.
It's amazing. Harvard of the South is a project. Matt's in it. Justin's in it from Blue October. I'm in it. And there's a guy, Steve Schultz. I don't know if you're familiar with Longwave. We're longtime fans of Longwave. He's in it. And we just got together a long time ago and decided to make some music. And we put out an EP. And then the plan forever was to put out a long play album We recorded 13 songs, Matt? Something like that? 12 or 13 songs?
Yeah, 12 or 13. I think 13. That sounds right.
And finally, we've got the time, because Blue October never stops when we're touring. It's like, come home for a month, spend that time with family. You don't really want to do anything else. And then you're back gone again, and now now there is time. We've put it all together. Everything's mastered. There's album covers. We're working on putting the vinyl together right now. The vinyl master is done. Now we're waiting on product, and we're about to set a date. I don't have a date yet, Matt. I will let you know as soon as we do. We want to have everything done before we set the date, so there's not like, well, this didn't happen, so we're going to reschedule. I think that's horrible, and I hate that. So, but yes, I mean, it's all guitar driven, rock and pop. There's no loopity loopy type stuff on there, and it's solid rock. We recorded in my living room that we were talking about earlier, and we're excited about it. I'm a fan of it. I listen to it.
Yeah, I am too.
All the time. So that's great. And it was quite a pleasure to be able to do it with the guys, but to be able to have Steve Schultz involved. Was he from Longwave? Longwave was a band that we listened to in our van with Blue October, driving hundreds of miles. It was Longwave, and a few other bands. But then we were like, oh wow, we get to make a record with Steve.
Yeah.
And then Matt heard the first one. He was like, dude. I was like, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah.
And so we recorded it as a band. We recorded all the music first, and we brought it to Justin and was like, hey, we have all these songs. Do you want to be part of it? So it's kind of a double singer situation where Justin and Steve take on the lyrics, and they wrote all the lyrics to the whole record in like 2.5 days.
Quickly.
Yeah. Recorded them all, hear it up, down.
Oh, man. Wow.
I mean, and they're amazing. It's not like, rhymey crap.
Yeah.
It's really good stuff. And I say that because I'm a fan of it, so we will have a date soon. Keep following our Instagram and all that stuff, and we will have a date very soon.
That's awesome.
I was actually texting with Steve yesterday, and just out of the blue, he said, how did he say it? He goes, I'm listening to something that has really, really loud bass. Can you guess what it is? It's you.
It's Harvard of the South.
Yeah. I love that. Oh,
it's
great.
Like vocals on the mix is vocals, bass, snare drum, guitars.
Yeah.
I think in that order. And then
That's
everything
great.
else just falls underneath that.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's great. It's rocking.
That's awesome. That's so fantastic. And I'm so excited. I can't wait to see like both of your projects, hear both of your projects, and then finally get to see them live once everything.
Well, I'm just so excited that everybody's finally having a chance, even though, Matt, I hate not being with you on the bus. And
I'm with you.
eyes from across the hall. Everybody is having their time to make something and we're all still being creative. It's not like we're not on tour. We're not making records with Blue October, so we have to stop. We're musicians, and that's what we do. In fact, I'm worried as hell that I might have to find something else to do. Like, no, please don't make that happen.
Yeah.
But I go and play music every day and record music every day. And sometimes I'm outside of that building throwing rocks at birds because I can hear them in the microphones.
The birds just want to be on the track. They're like,
it's happened. I'm just going to sample them and then put those little tweets into a melody, bring them over to Eric and have him like melodyne them into a melody.
They're going to want royalties. So.
That's some Billie Eilish stuff right there, man. Cool.
I'll call up Billy, yo.
Yeah, that's great.
I got these birds tweeting. You're gonna love this.
tweet.
All right. So I'm going to ask you guys one more question, and then we have a game that we're going to play.
Oh, shit.
So let's see. Okay. How about what's something that makes you guys laugh more than anything?
Usually it's Matt Noveskey.
You know what? I actually have this really great memory of Travis Hayden we would watch the Chappelle Show. We had the DVDs, and we watch every season of the Chappelle Show. And I would laugh so hard at our old tour manager, sound guy Travis, just at the way he laughed watching it, because he had this cackle. It was like, and every time he started laughing, I would laugh harder at him laughing, to the point where I would just be crying, like like I couldn't laugh anymore. I have really great memories of being on the bus with Travis, like with Chappelle Show, for sure.
Oh yeah,
it was some good times.
Yeah. All of my best laughs have ever happen on the bus. That's for sure.
Yeah,
that's definitely for sure.
Before or after the RX bars?
Oh, before. I'm usually laughing after the RX bars, but nobody else.
Usually. The slippery slope.
Oh.
All right. So we have a little game that we're going to play. This is a game of Would You Rather. Now, I'm just going to let you all know, when Danica and I were brainstorming the name for this game, it got a little weird. We're calling this game, and we have graphics. Let's bring them up right now. This game is called Oh My My.
I love it. That is great.
I'm so sorry.
No, this is great.
I love it.
Okay. Well, Danica is going to get this game started, so let's bring up the first one.
All right. So, friends, would you rather have a sit down with Kurt Cobain or with Freddie Mercury?
Ooh. I think Freddie Mercury might be a little more exciting.
Okay.
I'm gonna agree with that. I think that it would be more exciting, but I think I would rather sit down and talk to Kurt. I think that Kurt's either he's either going to be super insightful or he's just gonna break your heart. You know,
or maybe he won't say anything at all.
Yeah, or nothing. Which would break my heart.
All right, here's our next one. Would you rather only listen to Christmas or holiday music, or only listen to show tunes?
Oh,
Christmas.
I'm with you on that. Show tune. I'm not no. You know what though? I love Disney, like classic Disney songs from all the Disney animated movies. Like I love them, but I don't know, show tunes.
I bet I could get you to like some of them.
Yeah,
maybe. You know what? I do love Jesus Christ Superstar though. Does
my favorite musical. Yes, that's my favorite musical.
Yeah, I love Jesus Christ Superstar.
If they put Moana onto a show tunes, I would do it. I'd be
there. You go. That would be cool.
Also,
Moana music is the shit.
It is good.
So, have you seen Hamilton yet, Jeremy? Because it's the same
writer.
writer.
I know. I've been wanting to see it, but I have not seen it. I know it's out now for me to see, but
it's worth it. It's worth it. All right, here's the next one.
All right. Would you rather have a haunted tour bus or only play haunted venues?
That's so good.
We played quite a few haunted venues, right?
Yeah.
The Rave in Milwaukee is one of them.
Yeah.
The place in what is that waterfall called?
Oh, in Niagara Falls?
Niagara Falls. You know, the only giant waterfall we have in the United States.
Yeah.
You know what? You know.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Slippery slope. I think I would play haunted venues because I wouldn't want to be freaked out while I'm sleeping, you know, like a little, hey, are you sleeping?
Yeah.
That's just Matt. Yeah.
You know, I actually watch horror movies pretty much every single night in my bunk. But I was watching The Haunting of Hill House, and I actually had to open my curtain because I was fucking scared. I was like laying there by myself, and it was all dark, and I'm like, I'm gonna open my curtain now and just see, just so I can see somebody next to me. It was both actually. They're both quite scary. But I agree. I would go with the venues because you get to leave the venues. The bus, you're stuck on the bus, man.
Good point. Good point. All right. Here's the next one. Would you rather only listen to music on an 8-track or only listen to music on a gramophone?
Oh shit. These are so good.
Go ahead, Matt.
I'm gonna say gramophone just because that thing looks cool as shit. I'd actually walk around with it like in the 80s when you had a boombox by your ear. I'd walk around with the gramophone, just like suck.
I've always wanted a tattoo of a gramophone. I think it would be really cool.
That is a cool idea.
Do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think that whole thing is great.
Okay. Sorry, A-Track. You out of here. Here's the
All right, our next one is, would you rather only wear 90s boy band outfits or wear Nightman Cometh costume outfits?
Oh, man.
I'm not sure what a Nightman Cometh outfit is, but
my.
Justin Timberlake's looking pretty good in that blue snow thing he's wearing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the middle of summer. But
hey, don't we have somebody that wears like kind of spaceman kind of outfits sometimes? And
oh yes, we do.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
like
we do.
Moon boots or something.
He got some
like
moon
that.
boots. He does. He wears moon boots sometimes.
Yeah. Oh no, that one guy's hair in the 90s boy band, that's pretty cool with the thing on.
Is that Chris Kirkpatrick?
That's Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I personally would say I would rather wear the 90s boy band outfits, but honestly, I'm looking at these pictures side by side, and man, they're awful.
I like the yellow
those
suit,
90s boy bands outfits are absolutely horrendous, man. Like it's like the dick in the box, but it's for real, you know, like
it's really in the box. Yeah.
You know, at least JT can poke a little fun at himself, you know.
True.
Yeah.
And just for the heads up, Jeremy, so the Nightman Cometh is from the show Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where they did like this huge big thing where they wrote a musical, but they all had different styles from the bands that they wanted to be in. So it's just kind of like
terrible.
I got it. I love the yellow suit.
That's pretty cool.
My husband actually has that suit.
Yes, he does.
And the hat, and yes, he cosplays as that character. So.
That doesn't surprise me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
I'm sorry, babe. Okay, here's the next one. Would you rather have to listen to your least favorite song every day or not be able to listen to your favorite song for an entire year?
Now we're getting all serious.
I don't know what my least favorite song is, but I'd have to be able to listen to something. So,
ooh, that's a good question in itself. What is your least favorite song?
I don't know.
Okay.
Hey, I'm with Jeremy on that. I Jeremy, it sounds like you're going for the bottom one. I'm going with that as well. Not be able to the top one. Sorry, to actually listen to your least favorite song, so that you can
maybe
listen
I'll
to
learn to love it,
right?
Or reach deep into it and find some really cool stuff out of the ugliness.
Yeah,
very optimistic.
Yeah, we might find out who did let the dogs out. You never know. Like,
ooh,
God.
Who did let the dogs out?
It was Matt.
Who?
It was Matt.
Who?
Wow.
All right. Next one.
All right, here's our next one. Would you rather have your likeness depicted in a video game or score the soundtrack to a video game?
Ooh, soundtrack.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I would go. You know, a buddy of mine actually had his likeness in The Simpsons, and and it's funny because he tells me, Kenny, you know Kenny, Jeremy, but when Kenny Olsen, when he was with Kid Rock, they were in an episode of The Simpsons. And it's funny because Kenny to this day, he's like, that's my favorite thing, man. Like I was in The Simpsons. That's better than anything.
If it was in something like The Simpsons, that'd be pretty cool.
Cool as shit, you know. But I'm a gamer. I love the Gustavo, what's his name, that does the Last of Us soundtrack. I love and I was watching a documentary. It was showing all the different instruments that he plays because he does everything. It's pretty, but that would be a chore for sure. That would be a challenge, but I think it would be a lot of fun. I think that'd be cool.
Sweet. All right, here's the next one. We have, would you rather include an Elvis song into your set or include a Frank Sinatra song?
Ooh, I'm Elvis all the way.
Yeah, Jeremy used to do Elvis impersonations when he was a kid.
I used to dress up like Elvis when I was a little boy and sing and like kind of lip sync in front of my family members. I did that because my cousin, who was a little older than I, took that same thing very seriously. And he was like, like he would have people shining flashlights on him at Christmas. And he had this outfit made that I'm sure was thousands of dollars.
Wow.
And it was a little creepy, but I really looked up to my cousin, and that's where I first sat behind a drum kit, was that guy's drum kit. But yeah, so I did that a few times. I remember there was this one really hot babysitter that lived across the street from Justin and I, and she came to babysit us, and I did Elvis. I was a hunk of burning love, you know.
Oh, that's cute. I love it.
Got me all shook up.
That's so funny.
Calm down.
I would go. That's my favorite story. I would go with Frank Sinatra. Man, Sinatra's just so classy. He's so awesome.
Cool.
Yeah,
he's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll go Sinatra.
All right.
Somebody said what song? Suspicious Minds a lot, people.
Ooh.
Joy.
That's a good one. Did you ever hear the Fine Young Cannibals cover of Suspicious Minds?
No.
It's actually really good. I'm dead serious. It's awesome. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
I'll pick that up. All right. Let's do our next one. Would you rather be a contestant on The Amazing Race or on Fear Factor?
Ooh. Cannonball. Have you seen that new show, Cannonball? I'm going for that, where they slide down the water and
they fly. Like,
I want to do that. But I would go for Amazing Race.
I would probably go Fear Factor just because I really like to be scared. I like being scared. I like to be tortured.
But what if they want to give you crushed up bugs and they're like, drink this bug?
I could do it. Easy.
Where they lay in the vat of snakes. You remember that? When
easy.
They would just crawl.
Snakes don't scare me. In fact, I almost stepped on a tarantula the other day. Funny enough.
You almost bought one or stepped?
I almost stepped on one.
Stepped on one.
Just walking through the yard.
They won't hurt.
I'm from Michigan, man. I ain't never seen shit like that before in my life. And there was just a giant tarantula just walking across the yard.
Yeah.
But I wasn't scared.
I'm here at Justin's house, and there's like tons of scorpions everywhere.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like you really have they have a pool here, and they have to like swim into the pool before the kids get in because the scorpions will go into the pool, and evidently they can live in there for 2 days.
What?
Yeah.
And
that's not okay.
And they have to clear the scorpions out of the pool before
No.
Yeah. Before they rock you like a hurricane?
Yeah, before they rock you like Nora singing that song, Matt. Nora singing Rock You Like a Hurricane. Oh
my God, that's the coolest
thing. That's my 3-year-old.
That's awesome.
She loves Trolls World Tour, and her favorite on that show is Queen Barb. And I don't know if you've seen Trolls World Tour or not, but Queen Barb is the rocker. And she's got a mohawk, and she's and so my daughter's version of that is "Here Hip." She's like, "Daddy, do you want to hear Hip?" I'm like, "What's Here Hip?" Anyway,
that was great. You got a little Pat Benatar on your hands.
Yes, I do. She's a rocker all through and through.
That's awesome.
It's in her blood. All right. So this is actually our final Would You Rather, and this is: would you rather be a boxer or be a weatherman?
Oh, I see what you did there.
I know, we're so clever.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't like getting beat up. That's for sure. Although I beat up the weatherman quite a bit. not the song, Matt. Not the song.
Yeah.
The song is beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah, weatherman for me, for sure.
Okay.
I I actually wanted, when I was a kid, I had gloves and I had a little punching bag, and but it didn't go very far. I'm not tough. I think boxing is fun though. I really do, actually. I really loved it when I was younger. I'd probably get the shit kicked out of me now, no matter who it is, though. So I'm gonna go with Weatherman.
Sounds good.
So my daughters are watching, and I just got a text from my wife that says she's singing it now.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Oh, that's amazing.
I wish I had it on video to show you guys.
I know.
Amazing.
That's so great.
Yeah, next time. Gives you another reason to come back so we can hear that.
I agree with Bonnie Bell. Yeah, but being a weatherman, you can be wrong all the time and still have a job.
So
and
true.
I say that all the time. I say that, Bonnie, all the time.
All right, so we've come to the end, sadly. I guess before we wrap this up, there's another question that Danica and I kind of wanted to ask, but if you could pass on one message to your fans, what would that message be?
Matt, you go first because I'll cry.
I would say I'm seeing a lot of people. I think I'm seeing a lot of people go through like they're just really disconnected right now. You know, like when I talk to people or when I have conversations with the people, it's like kind of that whole awkward, like, how are you doing? And then as soon as you ask that, you're like, I already know how you're doing. Why even bother asking that? Like, we're all in the same boat right now, you know?
Is the answer hanging in there?
Yeah, the answer is hanging in there, you know? Yeah. And it's just fucking weird right now. But I would say that for our fans specifically, I would say don't let idle time be a bad thing. You know, don't let it be something that eats at you, and don't let it be something that you kind of get in your own head and you sit around and become unproductive. I would say use that opportunity to reflect on yourself and be more productive. Find what makes you happy and try to find a silver lining in all this and turn that into something. It's easy to sit around and be pissed. It's easy to sit around and complain, you know?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree with you, Matt. I would just say to them, thank you for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Because we make fans and we keep fans by going out on tour and like talking to the people and getting to know them. And, you know, we all try to still stay in touch with them on social media, and Justin does all these, you know, what he does. And, you know, I just appreciate them because they're the people that put diapers on my babies and pay our bills. And, you know, every now and then they're still buying t-shirts and things like that. And I'm just very grateful that we have them. And, you know, I'm grateful that they're hanging around to wait for us as we're waiting for the world to get back to whatever normal it's going to be. Mm-hmm. You know, we just have to embrace that. And like Matt said, try to stay as positive as we can. But yeah, I'd like to say thank you to everybody for hanging in there with us.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys. And I know Danica and I and my husband as well, we cannot wait till Saturday because you know what? You guys doing that gives us a sense of normalcy because we get to go to a concert, but inside. And
in your own house.
In our own house. You know how convenient that is? We don't have to put on pants if we don't want to. It's like we can
right.
None of us will be wearing pants either.
Okay.
We'll be wearing masks. But no pants.
No pants.
We could have a lot more viewership.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So before we wrap this up, any final thoughts from you guys? Anything you want to leave us with?
Oh, thank you for having us. Thank you for having me. This has been a lot of fun. I wasn't sure what I was getting into here, but this is really great, and I've had a blast. So thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Matt, I love you.
You too, man. Can't wait to see you this weekend, buddy.
Yes.
A couple days. Yeah. Maybe. Second what you said. Thank you guys so much. I love doing this. This is so much fun. You know, this flew by.
I know.
I went super fast for some reason. That just flew by. But
and Danica and I still have a plethora of questions. So now, if you guys would come back, then we can ask the rest of them. So
let's do it.
Sure, anytime.
We'll do it.
Thank you guys so much. You guys are wonderful. And Danica, hopefully next time not in a
I hope you make it to wherever it is you're going.
Next time I'll be in Houston, so no worries.
Okay.
Houston. Okay. All right.
You'll get trampled by a moose or something.
Yeah, right. Oh, I actually might.
Giant moose overturns minivan.
But
or whatever it is.
Danica and I need to plug that next week we have wrestling superstar Dolph Ziggler and celebrity interviewer Chris Van Vliet. So make sure to tune in next Monday. And we can't wait for Saturday, guys. We'll definitely be watching. And from all of us here at Rock Around the Ring, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, Matt. And
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.